So it looks like Xhaka out, Neves in, and hopefully Basuma will follow after these transfers. That's right, I'm tying up for TK24 Sports now. If you're new to the show, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification so you don't miss a show every time we upload. Let's get into this one. So, Granit Xhaka's reportedly now agreed a 5-year deal, going off to Roma, getting his last payday. Well done to you. And I think it's actually a good transfer. The fee may not be a good transfer, that's for sure, but Granit Xhaka actually leaving is I'm not going to say about time for him, and for the fans, I just think it's a good move for all involved. You've got majority of Arsenal fans slagging off this man, saying how he's rubbish, he's not mobile, he doesn't offer much. Then all of a sudden, he's looking to leave. It's like, no, Granit's good. Granit's good. I mean, we've got to keep him. We need that stability. We need him and Partey play together. They're this dynamic. It works. You call for the man to go. You were slagging him off when he told, the fans to F off. Then you wanted him out. Now you want him to stay. That's just Arsenal fans all over, right? Anyway, with his departure, it looks like they have been linked with Ruben Neves. They missed out on Ben Douia, and of course he's gone to Aston Villa. That's no big deal. That is not even a big loss because we've got Smith-Rowe, we keep Joe Willock. I mean, those two are exciting in itself. And there's no way we're going to be paying 50 million for Odegaard. You can piss off on that one and kick rocks, Real Madrid. We're no fools. Well, we are fools, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Do I think the Ruben Neves is going to be a good replacement? Yes, he's 24. He can score goals. He can shoot from outside the box. A Ruben Neves from last season? No. A Ruben Neves from 2 seasons ago? Hell yes. And that man can come back to that form. We've all been there, even at work, when we've had those shoddy times where we just kind of lost that kind of rhythm and we want to be revitalized again. It could be from the manager's point of view, it could be from the people around you. But this time, I think even if we pay a little bit more to get Ruben Neves, he's 24. We said when he's 27, 28, 29, we're still going to make our money back plus some more. Now, he's Basuma. If we get this brother in, whew, okay, now we're talking a bit of energy in the midfield. You can have Partey literally on the left. You can have then Basuma on the right with Neves actually holding back. Why? Because Neves can get forward. He can bring the ball forward. You can even rotate these guys and then have Yves Basuma in the middle, Neves on the right, Partey on the left, and then that's an engine in any team. Gee, that is a great engine. And now, Arsenal fans will be kicking off and saying that's not good enough. Listen, we still shop at the top table. We may not pay the money that some Arsenal fans want us to pay, but that's the problem, isn't it? We pay big money, the players flop, and then all of a sudden, it's the club's fault for wasting the money. There's no winning in either way when it comes to spending money on football transfers. Look at Kieran Tierney. We didn't pay that much money for him, and now how good is he as a left back? So we still pay good money for good players when you see it. There's no guarantee that you pay big money for big name players and they don't perform. I'm not taking digs here or throwing shade at someone, but if you look at Timo Werner, Chelsea paid big money. What was the return on that? Kai Havertz, they paid big money. Yes, he scored in the Champions League final, so you're going to think, oh, that's paid off. Hakim Ziyech paid big money, hasn't paid off. Their top goal scorer last season in the Premier League was Jorginho, and he was all 7 goals from the Premier League. And they still pay big money. So that's the problem. Stop thinking you pay big money, you're going to get big performances. It does not work that way. What works is getting the right personnel in the right team to do the right thing. And that's what needs to happen going forward for Arsenal Football Club. Doesn't matter how much you spend, as long as you get the right player in. And even though, yes, us fans will have an opinion because that's what it's all about when it comes to sports. It's a matter of opinions. Doesn't mean you're right, doesn't mean you're wrong. And as long as you have an opinion, at least you should be able to articulate that opinion very well, rather than saying he's just rubbish or he's just world-class because I saw it in the Sun, they said he's world-class, so he's got to be world-class. Then everyone on YouTube is saying this guy is world-class, so he's got to be world-class, we need that player. No. What needs to happen, especially for Arteta, got to give him space, give him room to breathe, and give the man support. He may not be your choice, but while he's in charge, give him your support. Try and see the football he wants to play. Get the players in to play this way. Understand, when we tried to play last season, it was clear and evident they weren't good enough to do it. We've been crying out and saying they're not good enough to do it. Now the manager wants to do something about it, and now you're cussing the manager out. Also understand, we have an Abramovich style sort of owner, but he don't have the personality or the football acumen to go out and get these players because he's not going to put his hands in his pocket. That's the owner. That's not the manager. Now, can you imagine if Arsenal had Abramovich? Well, Arsene Wenger would have gone time ago. We would have had all these other managers in, and more than likely we would still be at the top table fighting for every silverware possible. But again, that's down to the owner. That's not down to Arteta. Arteta can only be given and deal with the funds that's been given to him by the current owner. So, is this going to be a good move at the end of all this? When Xhaka's gone, and if we go in for Ruben Neves, and if we get Yves Bissouma, does that mean our midfielder is strong? Yes, but it still needs more. Just having those three as a central pair with El Neni as a backup as well, I do believe we're going to need one more midfielder out of that. Then I still believe we'll still keep Joe Willock and go with Smith-Rowe as the number 10s. That's my thing. And Joe Willock's not really a true number 10, and Smith-Rowe can play anywhere across that middle three. So I think having Joe Willock there will still beef up the midfield. Could be a bit lightweight, but I still think maybe have one more heavy hitter in there could do the job. Now, I think it's going to be a good transfer. Should we pull this off? Getting Granit Xhaka gone, it's just one out the door of one of many, including Guendouzi, which looks like he's going to be off to Marseille as well. Now, what's your thoughts on all this? I've given my thoughts. You've heard what I've had to say. Leave your comments below. I'm tying up for TK24 Sport. And again, if you're new to the show, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification so you don't miss a show every time we upload.